We're here, we're the Butter Chicken Boys, and we're doing what we do, telling the stories of impactful individuals making impact in culture and society.
People or children of immigrants who live here are fighting that duality of being this American and then also holding on to the culture, right? Was that something that was just automatic for you as a child growing up, or was that something that like you're fighting to identify with what, culture to side with?
In terms of like the duality of like the cultures, yeah, that was definitely something. I think like even in chorus and stuff, like that was like the people who are getting the solos and everything, they're pretty, mostly white people. And then as soon as I started getting solos, I thought it was a fluke. I was like, wait, like, because like that wasn't what people who looked like me did in high school. Yeah, so I mean, I think like in terms of like music and art, like that was something where it's very salient, like seeing the two different sides and like kind of, I was like singing jazz, singing Carnatic music at home. It was kind of all over the place.
We want to know where you come from culturally and how that's impacted your musical career thus far.
I think what happens with a lot of Sri Lankan-Tamil families, I think like because the like way that the war was, it was like attacking very culturally, like it was attacking our culture. So I think in the diaspora what happened is that when people went out into London, Toronto and all these places, people really held on to the culture very, very tightly. And I think that's what kind of happened with my family, is that like we, you every child, like you're going to those Bharatanatyam classes, you're going and doing Carnatic music, you're learning all the classical art forms.
So important.
Yeah, like and that's the thing, is because like our culture was threatened back home, right? So it's like I think that's a huge part of like why I'm like I'm speaking in Tamil and why I learned classical dance and classical music is kind of because of that like history that our people have had.
And a bulk of our listeners are in their teens. What would you tell them from an advice standpoint?
I would just say that like, whatever your circumstances are now, that's not what your life has to be like in the future. I think that, this is just a short part of your life. And I think that things can change. Like I started writing music 2 years ago, and a lot of people, like there's not really an age on certain milestones and stuff the way that a lot of our parents are used to. So in that sense, I would just take time to know yourself, and I think that's like the best thing that you could do at this age. And don't be afraid to be yourself as well, because there's always people that will fucks with you if you're just yourself.
Yo, Rolex, I heard you're gonna sing for us.
Yo, shit.
கும்பிட போன தெய்வம் உன் முன்னலட்டா ஏமந்து போற வாலு அது நான் இல்லட்டா சட்டார் புட்டார் என்று சத்தம் யாரும் போடலாண்டா என் தம்பி இப்போ தப்பிச்சு போனா இன்னொரு பொண்ணு ஏமாறு முன்ன நம்பி அட டெலிஃபோன் மணி போல் அடிப்பவன் நானே மூடிக்கிட்டு இருடா நீ சிரிச்சா இடிச்சா மடங்கிட மாட்டேன் மோதி பாரு மடையா Let's go.